If you want a college experience filled with exciting times, great friends, and amazing career opportunities, you're in the right place to learn from my time in college. I was once in many of your guys' shoes, just a normal high school student in a public school in Virginia, just looking to break away from the mold and do something different for myself. Your boy had no drip, no motion, no muscles, no bread. But I saw college as a perfect opportunity to reinvent myself and become the person I wanted to be. Due to the hard work I put in during the 4 years of my high school experience, God blessed me with a full ride to Wake Forest University. This was the perfect opportunity to reinvent myself with a fresh new group of people. My journey over the last 4 years in college wasn't all smooth sailing, but it was a dramatic improvement from my time in high school. Very grateful for those 4 years. It taught me a lot, but I'm here to share with you guys 8 lessons I learned throughout my college career. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So before we get into the 8 different lesson topics, I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Mason Goodwin, and if you guys want to see more about me socially and professionally, you can follow my socials right here. So we are on our first topic, friendships. It's such a big thing in college. You want to go into college, you want to meet some new people, some new friends. Most people are probably not going to college in the area or where they grew up, so you're going to be thrown in like thousands of new people. So this is a good opportunity to branch out, meet some new people. You don't have to drop off your old friends. You can still be friends with your old friends, but it's still a new chance to kind of meet new people and kind of go beyond your current circle at the moment. My first piece of advice relating to friendships is that you can't wait for friendships just to happen. You need to actively go seek them. You need to join student clubs, activities, go to events, even join a fraternity, sorority if that's your thing. But at the end of the day, you can't just wait for friends to all just magically appear. You have this wonderful friend group. That's something that needs to be cultivated over time. And that's something that just didn't show up for me in the first couple of weeks at Wake Forest. It was a little bit hard at first. Like you're thrown in with a whole new crowd of people, thousands of them. And you really need to sift through and figure out who's really gonna be my ride or dies, who's gonna be my friends through thick or thin. So I joined things such as Christian clubs and such as like Two Cities Church, where I joined them, was able to find other people that had the same values as me, joined even student government, where I was doing that in high school, so I was like, why not continue that at Wake Forest? It was a great time meeting other people. And through this, I was able to kind of slowly piece together different groups of people I could hang out with, go to lunch with. It takes time, might not happen overnight, but you guys will get there if you put the effort in. The next piece of advice I have under friendships is that friends will come and go out your life, and that's okay. You need to think of your life like a TV show. It's basically like every new season that you have, there's always gonna be new characters that come in and old characters that leave. And I mean, that's what makes the show interesting. You'll always have your core group of friends or core group of family that will be with you throughout any season of life. But you gotta be ready for some people to be there in the moment and then leave the next moment. Also, I believe in quality over quantity. You gotta look for those few friends, like the core 3-4 friends you're gonna have throughout your whole time in college. You might not meet them on the first day, first couple weeks, or even first couple months, but over time, you'll find people that really gel with you and that can stick with you through any situation you go through it on campus. I mean, those friends were very crucial to me throughout my development at Wake Forest. So definitely, it's always not about having so many friends you can call, but having those few key friends you can always do things with. My last piece of advice with friendships is to surround yourself with winners, with people that really want to strive to be at their best all the time. Because I feel like you're the average of your 5 closest friends. And one of the groups I did join during my time at Wake Forest was called Bridging the Gap. It was actually a national organization for top minority business students. And through this, I was able to find other students who really want to go towards the same thing I wanted in the business world. And they were at the cutting edge of landing top internships at McKinsey, Goldman Sachs, and more. And that really motivated me to be at my best and be in my A game, where I could see people actually achieving it and they can give me the steps to go towards what I wanted. And if you don't have that current group of people around your life, hey, go search for it. You'll find it sooner than later. It might not happen overnight, like I said before, but seek those people out that are really gonna push you to the next level, and that you'll thank yourself down the road so much. Okay, so moving on to topic number 2, it's gonna be relationships. This is another huge part of everybody's college journey. Definitely when going into college, didn't have too much relationship experience, especially since my only date before college was a month before college, which is crazy to think about. But we came a long way from that moment in time. So here are a few pieces of advice I can give you guys. My first piece of advice is to not entertain a relationship that's giving you mixed signals. It's probably gonna be a waste of time, gonna hurt your feelings. And what I've heard from someone else before is to Stay in a shower that stays hot and not a shower that goes from hot and cold. It's way more comfortable being just the hot shower. My next piece of advice is to be slow when entering a relationship. So make sure you take the time to fully see if you guys are compatible and not just rushing into a relationship to have one or just to fill a void inside your life. My last piece of advice is to be slow when you're dating as well. Especially when you enter your freshman year, you don't be chucking Hail Marys at everybody. So take your time, get to your spot, take your shot, but don't be taking an abundance of crazy shots. So you also need to learn who's everybody and like what's their lore story. So kind of take your time, don't rush anything. The third topic I'll be talking about is grades. This is very important to your college career, especially when you're trying to apply to internships, jobs, grad school, and more. Where now I'm looking back at my grades and I'm happy that I really took the time to focus on my classes and make sure I wasn't failing anything, not trying to get too many B's, trying to keep everything in the A range. This advice will be coming from a business student. I know it'll be slightly different for the pre-med students, the pre-law students, but I was going in the business world from this perspective. My overall piece of advice I can give you guys is that your freshman year GPA will be the most important GPA for the rest of your academic career. Because this is where you set the standard for your GPA, where say you start out with like a 2.0. It's really gonna be hard to kind of bring it up over time. But say you started out at a really high GPA, like a 3.8, 3.9, you got a little leadway to kind of lower it if you need to, or even keep it up at that level. So one of the tactics I heard from one of my friends who went to a different school, he made sure to take really easy classes his whole freshman year and actually take minimal credits, like only 12 per semester, where he was able to max out his GPA to get a 4.0 the whole first year, which helped him apply to internships for his sophomore year. So I wish I did that. I had a little trouble with my GPA. I remember my GPA was probably around like a 3.5. So I'll put it up there from my first semester at Wake Forest. So I had to bring it up to a 3.6 because I knew if I wanted to apply to competitive internships in the consulting industry, they were really looking for a 3.6 GPA. So I had to take my time my freshman year spring to get my GPA back up so I can have a higher GPA when I applied to internships my sophomore year. The fourth topic I'll be talking about is career, where you need to take the 4 years during your college experience to figure out what you're gonna do for the rest of your life. I recommend starting on the career grind as soon as possible. Don't wait until your senior or junior year, because by then, all the great internships and opportunities might be taken up by more competitive applicants that are working their butts off during their freshman and sophomore year. To figure out your career options, I recommend using ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT a bunch of questions about it, or even just take a personality test. These personality tests can help narrow down very good career options for you. I recommend start talking to upperclassmen, friends of parents, and more for networking opportunities. Networking is very key and crucial to opening doors to different jobs, programs, and just getting your foot in the door to so many different places. I've been able to land even my Deloitte internship due just to a key networking opportunity I utilized through one of my friends I had at the time. I recommend opening a LinkedIn profile as well, where our LinkedIn is basically an Instagram for business. I had one even back in high school when I had my first couple of internships, but I've even grown it to such a great audience because I've been connecting with so many different people at Wake Forest. It's a great platform to share your job updates, show your experiences off, and see what other people are doing in the job atmosphere. So open it up, start posting on it. You'll slowly gain a following over time and can open up new opportunities you didn't even think you had available to yourself just through the network you've been able to build. I have a few other points as well, such as work on your resume. Take the time to fix your resume bullet points, look up advice online for that, go to your career coaches in their school. I recommend joining a club related to what you want to go to in the future. So if you want to go to law school, join a pre-law club. If you want to go into consulting, join a management consulting club. This will be helpful to be surrounded by people that want to help you achieve your goals and know the steps to actually how to get there. And lastly, make sure you take the time to apply to internships, externships, and different programs, because all these different opportunities can lead you to your dream job as well. The fifth topic I'll be talking about is classes, where classes can make or break your college experience, especially with the teachers you get in each of these classes. One tip I recommend to do is look up each teacher on ratemyprofessor.com before signing up for a class. This is very key to making sure you have a great and seamless experience in each class, because if you sign up with the wrong teacher, it'll be taking an easy class to one of the hardest classes you'll ever have. This happened to me in a music class a while ago. Signed up with the wrong teacher and man, I was getting cooked left and right. I had to go pass fail just to make sure it didn't ruin my GPA. So definitely learn from that mistake right there. The sixth topic I'll be talking about is major. I think your major that you choose is very critical depending on what path you want to take after college. For certain things such as consulting, your major might not even matter because there's so many consultants from you major in politics, you can major in business, you can major in engineering, and you can all end up at a consulting agency. But on the other hand, if you want to go to an engineering type job, you would need to be a mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, or some type of engineer, because they wouldn't let you go into that field without the specific qualifications, classes that you would need to take. So I would definitely check your career path if you want to be a doctor, lawyer, businessman, engineer. Check what major lines up with your passions that you don't end up graduating with something that you can't use in the career field that you're going into. The seventh topic I'll be talking about is faith and making sure you keep God first in your life. I think God has provided me with such a great foundation to be successful throughout my years in college, and I dedicate all my glory to Him. So here are a few things I learned throughout my 4 years. First is don't lose yourself in the pursuit of so many different things that the world can offer. From the relationships, to the money, to the status, these are all things that you can really get lost in the pursuit of. But I feel like you should really pursue God first, and that should be your main prize. Because when you pursue God, God will give you everything that you need at the moment and not give you too much of what you can't handle. And I think there's been so many times I've been trying to pursue things that wasn't the right time for me to have, and I've lost it. So when I pursue God, God gives me what I need, I'm able to handle it and move forward. And I think to really be able to be in this mindset, I had to go to church. I had to pursue God through Bible studies and be surrounded by Christian communities. So this has helped strengthen my faith in Christ, and I hope I could take this to when I live in DC and when I go to grad school in the future as well. The last topic I'll be talking about is mental and physical health, where I didn't pay too much attention to this during my high school years, but I know going into college, I had to make a change. First, I recommend you guys go to the gym. I mean, look what I looked like in high school and look what I look like now. Total difference, but this is all due to building discipline in the gym. I had to go during the days I didn't really feel like it. It helped me relieve stress from all the classes that I was taking, from the different tests and exams I had to go through. Also built my self-confidence where I was able to have a new look due to the effort I put in the gym. Also helped me to make some new friends where I was meeting some people that we had very similar ambitions, where I was able to connect over just the passion of lifting weights and getting fit. Also, you guys need to eat healthy. Stop going to Chick-fil-A, these fast food restaurants on campus. You guys need to eat a well-balanced meal. I mean, it'll help your face look better, more clear, help you feel better, and you'll be less sluggish during class. I think eating healthy during those early years will help you escape the freshman fatigue, so you don't want to add those extra pounds. Also take breaks. For mental health, don't always be going 110%. For myself, I like to push myself to the limits, but if you don't take a break, your body will involuntarily take a break by just making you sick. So I've had this happen to me a few times throughout Wake Forest, and it's not a good feeling when your body just cannot handle the stress you're putting on yourself because you won't take a break. So take a chill pill, take a break, go hang out with some friends, take a walk. You're gonna need it. The work will still be there, but make sure you can listen to your body. Before you go, guys, if you're a high school student, college student, or a young adult and trying to find your way in career development, networking, resume fixes, extracurricular activity selection, and much more, I'm your person. Please look to my Stand Store account where I'll be offering one-on-one coaching. So feel free to sign up for one. And also I'll be opening a community page in the future where I can offer courses on so many different topics I've mastered, where I've been having so many experiences and internships and extracurricular activities at Wake Forest that I'd like to provide you with so much expertise through my community page. Well, that wraps up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. God bless, and I'll see you guys in the next one.